We are the Green Human Generation team, and we are very excited to be here. Here is how we will start with our members. After that, we will make a short presentation of our product. Then we'll move in on shape. For the end of the presentation, we will show you our model for the fish box. Our team has grown since last time. We have 9 members now, and of course, the same 2 mentors. First, I'm going to start with myself. My name is Bianca Maria Ghițilescu, and I'm the leader of this team. I'm 14 years old. I enjoy reading on rainy days. I like hanging around with my friends and family, and absolutely love to communicate with people. Now I'll pass the word to Vlad.
Hello, my name is Toma Vlad Mihai. I am 14 years old, and I'm the co-leader of the Green Human Generation team. I enjoy doing teamwork activities, and 2 of my biggest passions are the design and art. I also like meeting people from whom I can learn something new.
Hello, my name is Procopie Denisa. I'm 13 years old. I enjoy reading at night. I also love the smell of rain and listening to music. But the thing I would do every day and not get bored of is laughing with my friends.
Okay, we have a little problem here. I don't know what happened. Okay.
We never let problems bother us. We just figure out the issue and move on.
We're very sorry. I'm gonna message you.
No, it's okay. Welcome to life. Things never go exactly as you had planned.
Yes, indeed.
Well, while she is struggling with that, and I'm sure she will get it working, does somebody else like to talk and just
yes,
explain?
I'll present myself for now. Hello, my name is Popescu Ștefan. I live in Romania. I'm 14 years old. I'm a student that wakes up every morning with a productive spirit. My passions are closely related to informatics, but for now I work hard, I keep dreaming, I want to become somebody. I'll get there one day, but before that, here I am.
My name is Dragu Păduraru and I'm 13 years old. I like playing games and also things that are related to computer science, but the thing I love the most is programming Unity and Roblox.
Okay, excuse us a moment. I'm gonna start with the share screen immediately.
Well, even without the screen, somebody can talk and explain what your project is. Who is brave enough to step forward? Okay, we see it now.
Okay, since Robert is not here right now, I am gonna present him. His name is Bucur Narcis Robert. He's from Romania. He's 14 years old. He is a friendly individual and he loves to be essential for the Green Human Generation team, since it's a learning and giving group. He went to see numerous FTC contents, and what he adored the most was the demeanor of the group and the social exercise they get into. And now we'll move to the members who unfortunately cannot be with us right now. This is Ivana. She is 14 years old, and what we know about her is that she loves to read fantasy and to help us as much as she can. She also loves nature and to meet new people. She's a lovely girl who wants to travel and become a doctor someday. Next is Vlad, her brother, which is 14 years old, and he's in the 7th grade. According to his perspective, he used to do different sports, but now he loves playing on the PC and pursuing to ruminate over specific sciences. Next is Florentina. She's also 14 years old, and she is the 7th grade. She's very creative and has a very good-looking face. Her passions are sports and reading. Also, she always fascinates us with her mechanic abilities.
And of course, our mentors, Cristiana Cazacu and Natalia Rotaru. Cristiana Cazacu is a teacher assistant at Universitatea Politehnică of Bucharest, and Natalia Rotaru is a professor at Professor Ion Bishoiu Secondary School from Chitila.
So, our team was formed in a night, literally. Robert first told Ioana, Florentina, and me about this project, and after Ioana told Bianca, Vlad, Cojucaru, and Denisa. If you could describe our first meeting in 2 words, that would be silence and agreement. We were so nervous, but in time we became a true family. We are also divided in more departments, as you can see. We had many crazy ideas at the beginning. At one moment, we even thought of cannibalism. We don't even remember how. So our first meetings were the ones we could never forget. Like the first time we thought of a box, but tied to a boat. Went well, no, because after a little documentation, we discovered that the boats have their engines in the back. So the idea was abandoned. We came up with the idea so easily. We came up with a lot of ideas, actually. We even thought about a hamster that runs on a wheel to make electricity. Another thing was that the prototype had to work in reality. Was at first a problem for us? Well, yes, but soon enough we started to research every little thing that could help us. It was a great headache. To be honest, we even had problems with our collection system. At first, the collection system was based on 2 brushes that were placed on the same axis. And I have to be honest, we didn't realize on our own. But it's fine. This is how we ended with the fish box learning.
And now, our fish box. What does our invention do? Well, the box has the role of cleaning the seas and oceans of waste. Our fish box moves with the help of the propulsion system, which resembles a propulsion system of a ski jet. How is the waste collected? Here it intervenes in our collection system, which is based on 2 brushes that are going to rotate in 2 different directions. And in this way, a force will be created and the garbage will end in our fish box. But where do we get the energy for the fish box to work? First of all, we have a landmark which has solar panels, and from those solar panels, our fish box will get the energy. The fish box will also have a charged battery that will give the necessary energy for our product to work. Here are also some pictures with us working at the 3D model of the fish box. And from here, our presentation will move in on-shape.
I can I can share screen.
Okay, thank God.
And I'm sorry, but I forgot to plug my laptop and she's run out battery.
Don't worry about it. We are at the on-shape part.
Okay.
From the beginning, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so the first time we will present only the fish box, then only the landmark, and then we will present the whole prototype. The collection system has the role to gather the waste. How well, there will be two brushes which rotate independently, and in this way a current will be created and the garbage will end in the box. The box has two bags, a small one and a big one. In the biggest one, the big garbage will be stored, and in the small one, the plastic particles will end.
Indeed, our fixed box will be attached to a string that will have implicit electrical wires to a milestone that will have set sunlight baseboards. The energy from the sunlight boards will continually control our item. Other than this framework, the crate will likewise incorporate a charged battery, which will give the important power to the system to work. The battery may be utilized if the climate won't permit the container to be charged by the sun-powered boards.
The propulsion system. Here we need to speak more about our drive framework. Above all else, it depends on a pump jet joined with an EPR framework. The siphon stream is practically similar to the propellers that are found in a propulsion framework from a ski jet. All the more precisely, this sort of framework assimilates water in the forward portion of the system, and it will be removed in the back part as a squirt. Along these lines, our item will actually want to move toward any part. From the EPR framework, we will assume control over push holding on for the two propellers and the EPR propulsor. One of the most important things on our list for today are the engines. We have in total 5 engines. A big one which will be tied to the landmark and 4 small ones. 2 of them will be at the brushes and the other 2 will be found around the propellers. Also with the propellers we have 2 servo engines.
Now we will have some videos, because another thing that we want to show you is a video of us working on our 3D model. We started it in April before craft and finished like a week ago. We tried to make it functional, and as you can see, we succeed. We used 2 servo engines, one to make the model of the propulsion system work and another one from the collection system. For the servo engine, we also used the battery. It was a real headache understanding all this mechanical stuff. But we also love learning about them. Also, it was fun meeting each other and working together. The thing is that Ioana, Florentina, and Vlad helped us as much as they could before leaving for their holiday. We wish they could be with us right now to talk about our story and our work with us. We wanted to say hello to them, so hello guys. Now we have another video, which is a real model of the propulsion system. In fact, this was actually a surprise. After 2 days of working at the prototype, we came to Robert's house again and we found this 3D model made by him and Florentina. We loved it when we first saw it, and we are very proud of their work.
Now, our journal. In this journal, we have our whole story as a team, and especially what we learned. We have our mentors. We had our first meeting, then our first big idea, then the day we met our first mistake, but also our lovely days where we met each other. Another lovely day was the day we found out we were coming a gift. And soon enough, our big idea came, our fish box. We started evolving, we became social butterflies and made our Facebook page. In April, we started our 3D model of the fish box. The truth is that we knew only how to use cardboard and scissors, but then we made a big step and moved to real servo engines. Here are pictures with us working at the fish box. A representative picture, day 2 of working at the fish box. Our prototype. And now Craft 2021 is over and we won the Dream Team Award. And we also appeared in the newspapers, twice actually. And another thing is that we have 2 new members, Vlad and Radu. We work and the most important thing is that we laughed, smiled while we worked together. We even made studies and also pictures. And we remember the first time we found the battery, we were so happy. It was the perfect one. Well, we thought at least. The thing is that the battery had 1.5 volts. And well, the first thing we did was laugh. We made a meme, well, more memes, not only one. And the last thing that we wanted mostly to say is what we learned in this project.
Indeed, Denisa is right. I can't even count how many new things I learned. For example, I learned how to convert a Docs document to a Word one. I also learned how to process a meme, what it's like not to have someone to tell me, and for me to manage on my own. I know that it may sound trivial, but in making the journal, I learned so many new things, such as page layout, how to look dark green look better with light green, or even to cut a background of a PowerPoint presentation. The most important things are that I learned what it's like to be in a team, how to organize my time better, and finally, how the gears work. Yes, the struggle was very real.
By joining the team, I realized that I can make my ideas heard and that I can help. I also realized that I can be more creative and I developed a sense of solving problems quickly. I think we all know that we need to be honest with what we say to each other and that we should not pretend to agree with the ideas of others if we do not really believe they are good.
From this project, I learned a lot of things. At first, I didn't even realize. I understood how to communicate better with others. Sometimes even crazy ideas turned out to be the final piece in our project. I learned that it's more important to share your thoughts than to keep them for yourself. But I also learned to listen to teammates. That's actually the only way to learn.
I learned how difficult it is to work in a team and how important it is to understand the people around you. I learned to control my emotion as a necessity, so I don't affect the mood of the team.
I don't think I even know how many new things I learned or how many new things I wanted to learn. I learned about mechanical stuff and how to use different components we needed for the fish box. I learned how to make a study, how to share my thoughts, and how important it is to listen to the people around me.
I have learned about how robots are made, how hard it is to make a robot. I also learned how to make a meme. I have learned about sharing thoughts with others.
Well, the presentation is over now. Thank you so much for your attention. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to know more about us or have not any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us on Facebook, email, or Instagram. Thank you again.
That was very impressive. My grandmother would be very proud of you. But
Thank you.
I am also sure that your grandmothers are very proud of you. Congratulations. Congratulations. I have a technical question. I saw you did some CAD design work. Who did that? What system did you use? How did you learn to use that?
Well, we use Onshape for designing, and we learned very quickly. How I said, in April when our team was formed, we had to learn anything very quickly because when we participate at this type of project. In time, we learned with the help of some webinars and with the help of Craft, and we just learned.
Does anybody else have a comment about what you learned and how you did it?
We use some pieces from FTC, from the robots of FTC, Tetrix, yes. And we learn from our coaches and some videos we found on the internet.
Great, great, very good. So let me just tell you something that you may not realize. And I am a teacher, so I can say this. Some people think that the role of schools is to teach you facts and to teach you things. And that's not true. The purpose of school is to teach you how to learn on your own. That's the purpose of school. And you have accomplished that. So all the things that you did, we're using the CAD programs and stuff, that wasn't a formal class. You taught yourself how to do that. And that means that your teachers and your school is a big success because they have taught you how to do things on your own, because when you get out of school, you will not stop learning and you will be your own teacher. So I want to congratulate you, but I also want to congratulate your school and your teachers for giving you this ability to be self-taught and self-learning. Very good.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. It means a lot to us.
I also thought it was very interesting that you made your prototype out of cardboard. Some people think cardboard is a stupid, silly thing to use, but cardboard is actually a great way of learning and building things. Marcy, do you have any comments about cardboard?
Yeah, actually my kids invented a tool to help kids create prototypes out of cardboard. So a way of attaching cardboard so you don't have to use duct tape and glue. And their idea was so good that they went on to the market and they now sell their products globally. So they started where you guys started with CAD and a 3D printer and some basic machines that were in a maker space, and they designed and they prototyped. And I can show you the size of their connectors is supposed to be this big. The first one that they made was about this big because they were off by 100 times on their 3D printer. And then they were too small and they didn't fit on cardboard. And something as simple as a connector that fits on cardboard took them about 30 different versions to get it right. But they kept at it and they got it right. And when it worked, it was magic. And now they run, well, I help them run a company. So what starts as a fun activity for you guys can turn into anything. And you could find fish boxes floating around the ocean in about 5 years, all around the world potentially. But I have some questions about your product. I think it's very creative. I think it has a lot of potential, but I do have a few questions about it. So for starters, what is the scale of the fish box? Like, for example, how big would it be compared to a person? Because on your presentation, I understood all the mechanics of it, but in my mind as an outsider, I wasn't sure if this was like the size of I mean, I was assuming it was bigger than this because it's collecting plastic, but like, like compare it to the size of something, or do you know how big in meters or feet it would be?
Well, it would definitely be bigger than a human, that's for sure. It will have around 3 meters. That's what we talked the last time, around 3 meters.
Great.
It'll be pretty big.
We have time. We have time for one more question.
Okay, can I ask that question?
Yes, yes.
How does it know where to go to get filled up, and how does it get emptied?
Well, when the box will be placed in the ocean or in the sea, we'll have a detector, and with that detector, the person who will be in charge of the box will know when it's full. When it's full, the box will rise with the help of the landmark, and will get up of the water, and you will be remove the garbage from the bags. And after it will be put again in the water.
Sounds
Very
great.
good. Very good. Well, congratulations again to you all.